Let's have a serious conversation about the most precious asset, water. The one thing you can't live without. Think about it. Imagine a devastating hurricane hitting your city, a prolonged drought drying up your water reservoirs, or a snowstorm cutting off your water supply for days. In such situations, having a secure supply of drinking water can mean the difference between safety and chaos. But what if there was a simple and cost-effective way to ensure you never have to worry about running out of water, even in the worst disasters? Today, we present a revolutionary invention that can completely change how you get drinking water. Meet the Water Freedom System, an innovative solution developed by a brilliant engineer that allows you to create an automated supply of clean, fresh, high-quality water for just pennies. This technology can benefit you and your family, providing security and independence. This simple device can be used by any family around the world to generate safe, potable water straight from the air, even in the middle of the desert. Over 11,000 people have already successfully used this technique in the past year to overcome hurricanes, snowstorms, and floods. This technology is not science fiction. It is already in use by the military in countries like Israel, India, the UK, and the US. And that's not all. It can provide up to 60 gallons of water per day, helping to combat the century-long drought that NASA predicts is just around the corner. In addition to ensuring a constant supply of clean water, this invention can significantly reduce your utility bills throughout the year. Imagine the savings and the independence of no longer relying on greedy corporations that control the water supply today. You must be curious about how this system works. The truth is, it's unlike anything you've ever seen, and in a few minutes, you'll be outraged that you've trusted the safety of your family to the government and water corporations. Let's explore how this technology can transform your life and ensure you never have to worry about running out of water again. The story begins with a dedicated engineer who, missing his family, decided to develop a simple and effective water supply system. He started building the device from scratch, using mostly items he had lying around his backyard. In about an hour, the device was ready and running perfectly. With just a few cents per hour to keep it running, a family can have a virtually non-stop supply of fresh water day in and day out. That's probably less than half of what you pay on your monthly water bill. All it took was about an hour of work and approximately $270 in initial costs. And the family was safe and independent. This technology teaches great lessons about independence and security. Soon, friends and family became interested in the engineer's secret. When he showed them the simple portable water generator he had created, many found it hard to believe something so small could create water on demand. But after following the simple building instructions and creating their own endless water supply, the results were the same repeatedly: an abundance of clean, fresh water for their families. They loved knowing they would never have to rely on anyone or anything for life's number one need, even if a disaster turned the outside world upside down. Soon, friends were telling other friends about the home oasis. Until finally, the number of phone calls and emails from people asking to share the blueprints became so overwhelming that the engineer decided to create a better way to share this life-saving knowledge with the world. That's when he began writing out the blueprints, the materials list, and a follow-along guide showing the construction process in simple steps. And that's how the Water Freedom System was born. A digital product, it's the only proven, exclusive step-by-step guide showing you exactly how to create your own home oasis today and how to survive any century-long drought. This system was specifically created so that anyone with one hand can do it, as long as you know how to turn a screwdriver, play a video, and can somewhat speak English. You can set up this system no problem. In fact, you'll be shocked by how few steps there actually are and how short the list of materials you need to build this is. You'll see exactly what those steps are, along with a full materials list that will help you build the system from start to finish. Even though it wasn't cheap to conceive this system, a lot of time, money, and effort went into it. It's extremely valuable. These easy step-by-step, take-you-by-the-hand instructions were written and recorded so you can provide clean, fresh water for your family no matter the scenario, and you can download the files to your computer, tablet, or smartphone. Just look at what you'll receive today inside the Water Freedom System, a simple method that can pull moisture out of thin air, filter it, and turn it into an unlimited supply of pure drinking water with the press of a button. And you'll discover just how incredibly easy it is to put it together for less than $270 in total costs and in under 1 hour of your time. Not only will you have an automated supply of the freshest, cleanest water you've ever tasted for pennies on the dollar, but this will become liquid gold in the middle of any disaster situation. What's more, because the Water Freedom System is very light and portable, it makes for one of the best emergency water sources you could ever hope for. Enjoy the sense of security that comes with having gallons of purified water on demand, even in an emergency, and forget about the worry of storage space. And best of all, it generates free water day in and day out, so you can slash your water bill by 30%, 60%, or even 90% and save thousands each year. That's just a glimpse of what the Water Freedom System will do for you. To date, more than 11,000 families have used this exact same system to ditch their water suppliers. So, with all of that being said, pause and think about this for a second. How good will it feel to never worry every time you pour yourself a glass of water? To never feel the stress of not knowing what hidden chemicals you and your family drink, bathe, or cook with? To never care about how much you spend on water, no matter how much the prices go through the roof? And knowing you'll never have to send a single dime to companies that couldn't care less about your family's safety? How happy will you be when you join the ranks of the 11,000 other freedom fighters who have already decided they are fed up with being dependent on others for their family's safety? In just 1 hour from now, you can have the only endless water supply you'll ever need and the power to survive and thrive through any disaster. And you'll save hundreds of dollars each month and thousands each year. This is the promise. If you use the over-the-shoulder guides, the step-by-step blueprints, the illustrated instructions, and the materials cheat sheet provided, you will create a device that will deliver an abundance of clean, fresh water no matter if you live in the desert or any dry zone. And given all of that, how much is it worth to you to literally have an unlimited water supply for your family? First of all, let it be clear, there is no system like this available anywhere in the world. The Water Freedom System is the sum of considerable expertise in this field and the contribution of a brilliant engineer. And beyond all the technical innovations that have gone into making this simple and easy-to-use system, you also need to understand that this is about more than just water. It's about keeping your family safe. The reason it's so important to get the Water Freedom System into your hands is that no one should go through a water crisis. This is the moment to ensure your home is always filled with warmth and love, especially when you can do all this without ever having to send another dime to the same corporations that are getting rich off your family's financial struggles. Ultimately, this comes down to taking action today. That's why you won't be asked to invest $1,000 for this secret, even though it's worth at least that. It won't cost $500 either. That's the amount you'd probably spend on a fancy water generator at greedy retailers. The goal is to let as many people as possible in and help them break free from the ropes and chains of the government and corporations. Visit the comments link now to find out if you are eligible for the discount. That's why, if you act right now, you can get the Water Freedom System, including the manual, the schematics, the parts list, and all the step-by-step guides. But the only way to secure your spot in the program is to act quickly. Don't miss this opportunity to secure a safe and independent future for you and your family.